The upcoming horror film Until Dawn 2025 is shaping up to be a highly anticipated yet divisive adaptation of Supermassive Games' beloved 2015 video game. Directed by David F. Sandberg, known for his work in horror, Lights Out, Annabelle Creation, the film reimagines the game's terrifying atmosphere while introducing a completely new storyline. Unlike a direct adaptation, which many fans had hoped for, this version takes creative liberties, expanding the Until Dawn universe with new characters, threats, and a time-looping survival mechanic. While some fans have expressed disappointment over these changes, the film has the potential to deliver an intense and suspenseful experience that respects the essence of the original game while exploring new horrors. So, let's start this horror movie video. The story revolves around Clover, played by Ella Rubin, a young woman whose sister Melanie, played by Maia Mitchell, mysteriously vanished a year earlier in a remote valley. Determined to find answers, Clover and her group of friends travel to the same desolate location, only to become trapped in a terrifying nightmare. As they explore an abandoned visitor center, they are stalked by a masked killer who mercilessly slaughters them one by one. However, instead of facing a permanent end, the group wakes up alive at the beginning of the same night, forced to relive the horror over and over again. With each cycle, new threats emerge, including monstrous creatures, ghostly apparitions, and more masked killers, making survival increasingly difficult. As they desperately search for a way out, they realize they have only a limited number of lives left. If they die too many times, their fate will be sealed forever. Their only hope is to uncover the mystery of the valley and survive until dawn. One of the most debated aspects of the film is its departure from the original game's Blackwood Mountain setting and Wendigo mythology. Instead of following the game's main plot, which featured 8 friends dealing with masked killers and supernatural horrors tied to an ancient curse, the movie introduces a new cast and a different supernatural angle. While Wendigos are still present, the film expands the universe by introducing multiple supernatural threats, including a ghastly female specter, an enormous monstrous figure, and 3 masked killers. This decision has sparked controversy among fans, many of whom feel that the game's branching choice mechanics, tension building, and deep lore are what made Until Dawn special. However, adapting the game's intricate butterfly effect narrative into a linear movie would have been challenging, making this fresh take a more practical approach for the big screen. The cast features Michael Cimino, Odessa A'zion, Ji Young-yu, Belmont Camilli, and Peter Stormare, the latter of whom played the eerie psychiatrist Dr. Hill in the original game. The screenplay, written by Blair Butler and Gary Dauberman, aims to honor the game's horror roots while pushing the story in a new direction. Described as an R-rated love letter to horror movies, Until Dawn draws inspiration from classic slasher films, psychological horror, and survival thrillers, making it an exciting cinematic experience for both newcomers and longtime fans. The film was produced by Screen Gems, PlayStation Productions, Vertigo Entertainment, coin-operated, and Mangata, further solidifying its connection to Sony and the PlayStation brand. One interesting theory circulating among fans is that Sony may be using the movie to set up an expanded Until Dawn franchise, similar to what Bandai Namco did with Supermassive Games' Dark Pictures anthology. The presence of multiple threats in the film suggests that the universe may not be limited to just Wendigos, opening the door for sequels, spin-offs, and even a potential Until Dawn 2 video game. Given that PlayStation Productions has been heavily involved in shaping the film's creative direction, it's possible that Until Dawn is the first step in a larger horror universe. Despite the skepticism from diehard fans, Until Dawn 2025 offers something new, a terrifying high-stakes survival horror story with a unique time loop element that forces characters to adapt or die. The film's April 25, 2025 release date is fast approaching, and horror fans are eager to see whether it can capture the tension, fear, and unpredictable nature of the game while standing as a thrilling horror film in its own right. So, whether you're a fan of the original game or just love a good, nerve-wracking horror movie, this film promises to be a pulse-pounding ride filled with shocking twists, gruesome kills, and relentless terror. So, don't miss the premiere of Until Dawn 2025. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on more upcoming horror movie reviews and news.
That's why people get into trouble.